So here we go. Should be a good one. Right punch. He misses with that jab. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Have you ever danced with the devil under the pale moonlight? That's what these two men are about to go through as they've been talking so much trash on social media. It's time to settle the score. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Those punches add up. Neither man really defending themselves. That punch lands. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Needs a knockout without a doubt.
Here we go for round two. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
If you're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching your every move, every twitch.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments. And he just missed with that left jab. Counter-fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter-punches are the best.
Nice exchange here from both men. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about a one. And there's the bell to start round three. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. And he misses with that jab. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. In these middleweight type of fights, Johnny, you're obviously not going to see the speed you see in some of the lighter divisions or the power you see in some of the heavier divisions, but you sort of get the best of both worlds.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. There's a right hand. Caution is being thrown to the wind. That's another scoring shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he cannot afford. On to the fourth we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if he can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
A very competitive round here so far. How did he absorb that hook? Missed him with that uppercut. He's in trouble. Good job trying to back out of trouble. He misses with that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
He just got caught. He just got caught. Does he have what it takes to get out of trouble here? And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
score again with the left hand. Good right hand. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond. On to the 6th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
He just misses with that jab. With that jab. Tough to be a judge in this fight, and both fighters have had their big moments. He wanted action, and they are delivering. Can he finish the job? That was the moment. Tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Nice exchange here from both men. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. At this point, you gotta believe he can't win a... Round 7, here we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far? Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. It's all offense all the time. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
And now it's him that... Oh, my word! Down goes RJJ!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Let's see And there's the bell for round 8. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
He's rolled the dice. He's coming up aces here, but can he seal the deal? Well, he's showing us he's got an iron chin, but at what cost? He's got to think about his future. And now they're right back into the fray. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Caution being thrown to the wind. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots. This round could go either way, 10 seconds to go. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who won. And we enter the night. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try. Good one. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. This fighter is certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
And that's exactly where he doesn't need to be. He's got to get out of there. Looks like they're out of trouble. They both want a highlight reel knockout. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
This is when you talk about championship material.
And there's the bell to start round 10. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
He gets out of the way of that left hand. punches coming from every angle. When we talk about a fighter having power, can he finish the job? I can't believe we're only halfway through the round. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged. Can't connect with that right hook. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be. Let's start 11. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for him. And now going for the finish. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches. Can he finish this here? And down goes Jones Jr.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.